If you're looking for that traditional Mazda sportiness, this is not your vehicle, but it is really good. I'm Chris Model Academics, and today we're gonna take a look at a 2019 Mazda CX-9 Signature with all-wheel drive. As I already stated, our tester today is a 2019 Snowflake White Pearl Mazda CX-9 Signature. And being configured as the model-topping trim for Mazda's range-topping vehicle, you can imagine it has some rather impressive goodies such as 20-inch alloy wheels, rain-sensing windshield wipers with de-icer, LED headlights with adaptive system, as well as LED fog and combination taillights. There's a rear roof spoiler, heated power folding door mirrors, rear privacy glass, aluminum roof rails, bright finish exhaust outlets, LED signature grille, fixed intermittent rear wiper, high beam control, and power open and close rear lift gate. Inside, this 7-passenger mover has Auburn Napa leather trimmed upholstery, with the first and second rows being heated, and the front seats are ventilated with the driver having 2 memory positions. There's a hand-stitched heated leather-wrapped steering wheel, Mazda radar cruise control, 3-zone automatic climate control, an 8-inch color display with rear camera, active driving display, power moonroof, navigation, Bose HD radio with 12 speakers, and advanced keyless entry system with push-button engine start. Safety features include blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, front and rear parking sensors, lane departure warning with lane keep assist, an all-new 360-degree camera, smart brake support, and smart city brake support. Add the optional cargo mat, illuminated door sill trim plates, and Snowflake White Pearl paint, and you get a total MSRP of $47,285. With the exception of a few minor trim pieces, not much has changed on the exterior since we first reviewed one in 2016. But that's okay since it still looks good. The cargo area holds 14.4 cubic feet behind the third row, 38.2 cubic feet behind the second, and 71.2 cubic feet when both rows are folded. Sending this CX-9 is a Skyactiv G 2.5T dynamic pressure turbo 4-cylinder engine that makes 227 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque on regular fuel. Fill her up with 93 octane premium and you'll get 250 horsepower. A 6-speed Skyactiv drive automatic transmission with manual shift and sport mode sends power to all 4 wheels. EPA estimated fuel economy is rated at 20 miles per gallon city, 26 miles per gallon highway, with a combined rating of 23 miles per gallon. Auto Academics saw 22.4 miles per gallon during testing. The second row tilts and slides forward to help you get in the very back. And once here, it's not as bad as you might think. Yes, you're sitting close to the floor, but the seatbacks are reclined just enough to give you some comfort. There aren't any AC vents, but there are cup holders, and again, it's really not that bad. But that was with the second row slid all the way forward, so some compromises will have to be made. This row is definitely more appropriate for adults with attractive finishes, heated seats, window shades, and separate climate controls. From the driver's seat, what you thought was nice back there is that much better up here. The contrasting blend of all the materials looks very premium. The gauges are now reconfigurable, and finally, Mazda has adopted Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. That just makes things much easier. So now that we've gotten all of that out the way, it's time to take it out and see how it drives. For starters, this CX-9 has a quiet cabin and a good stereo. Everything you want in a fancy car. And despite the flat seat cushion that doesn't provide much lateral support, the ride is comfortable. As I alluded to earlier, this CX-9 isn't as sporty as other Mazdas we've reviewed. The suspension is smooth, portraying a very solid and buttoned up ride. And while it doesn't feel as athletic as some of its stablemates, that's a good thing because it feels more premium. While the pedal is a bit softer than I prefer, the brakes are decent, and the engine makes way better power than you'd expect a 4-cylinder to in a vehicle of this size. Mazda's iActive all-wheel drive has no user adjustments, as it employs 27 sensors to predict how the wheels need to be driven by reading the road, engine, transmission, weather, windshield wiper use, internal and external temperature, yaw sensors, steering, and more over 200 times per second. And while weather was beautiful during our testing, according to Mazda, the result is a seamless operation. Compared to some of the competition, the price isn't too bad. And if you've ever questioned Mazda's ability to make premium vehicles, this should answer it. So there you have it, guys, the 2019 Mazda CX-9 Signature with all-wheel drive. Mazda has refreshed what was already a good vehicle, making it even gooder. But times are changing, and it's never safe at the top. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who likes fancy things without the fancy prices. Finally, if you haven't done so already, by all means subscribe so you don't miss what we have coming up next. I'm Chris Model Academics. Thanks for watching. But the seatbacks are reclined just enough to give you some comfort. There aren't any AC vents, but there are cup holders, and again, it's really not that bad. Ugh.